I'm sure you have been talking about the importance of empathy quite frequently, and you cannot stress it more. After all, empathy is the foundation of design. But then we also frequently look for ways to help teams make it stickier. Through this video, let us explore how tiny changes can make empathy a habit within teams. Hi, my name is Rakesh Sharma. I am a senior design strategist with Cisco's cloud and network business. So, if we talk about habits, it is impossible not to talk about James Clear, who in his book talks about these three concepts, which has stood out for me very prominently. And I think we can use them to make empathy a habit for the teams. And that too with very tiny changes over a period of time. So let us deep dive into these concepts first, and then probably I can explain you with an example of how it can be applied. The first concept is around identity based habits. Habits, after all, is nothing but a behavior change. And according to James, behavior change comes in three layers. Outermost layer is outcomes, middle is process, and in the center there is identity. Most of the time, we approach habits and behavior change from outside in. Usually, we talk about okay, if I want to develop a habit, this is this is an outcome which I'm looking for. This is what I want to achieve. Sometimes we think about okay, how do we really go about it? How do we achieve it? Which is nothing but the process. But very rarely we align and realize the impact it has on our identity, the way we look at ourselves. Why is it important? Because daily activities and things which we do on a daily basis actually change or reflect the way we look at ourselves, our identity. The second concept which James Clear talks about in his book is habit loop. Any activity can be transformed into a sticky habit if we take care of four aspects. The first one is a cue. How can we make the activity which we want to convert into a habit obvious? Can we really make it obvious? The second one is craving. How can we make the activity attractive? And the third one is the response. Can we make the activity easier? And with the last, the loop ends, the reward. So if the activity is completed, it should be satisfying. The third concept is creating a system around habit stacking, which is nothing but being mindful about the existing habits which we have and thinking about what are those inflection points where we could plug in a new activity. The whole reason why it becomes effective is that it has a compounding effect as we progress. Let us illustrate it with an example. It is not effective to go to the teams and say, guys, let us be more empathetic towards our end users. It would be much more productive if we go with a system in place. And what could be that system? We could use these three concepts which I talked about earlier and create a system. We talked about identity based habits. So, what is that identity? Why are we really trying to bring that change or habit? Here, the reason could be very simple and straightforward. We want all our team members to be insightful of our user needs. We want the identity that we want to change is our team members being insightful. How can we achieve it? Well, we can achieve it by if the team members are able to talk to end users more frequently. But then that's an outcome. The process could be around Huh, can we really measure? Can we make it a habit to track, not talk, but just to track how many users did each one of us interacted in the current sprint? And to track this, we can, and to make it in a habit, we can use the habit loop. What could be the cue? The end of the sprint. What could be the craving? It's just that the sprint would be done only if all team members answer the question yes or no and with a number. The response could be very simple. Just give a number. And even if it is a zero, that's okay. You're not penalized for it. And the reward, a recognition to team member who consistently has a higher score. In the end, now it becomes more of a habit. So the focus has changed from talking to the end user to actually just making it a habit to tracking how many end users did we talk to. To conclude, I think the concepts of atomic habits can be interwoven to make empathy not another process but a sticky habit for teams.